Right, YouTube, it's 5:25. Saturday, came straight from work, stopped off at Lidl. Gotta have bacon. And it has been chucking it down for days, and it's going to rain all night and all tomorrow. A little bit muddy down here. Yeah, it's going to be fun. What we'll do straight away is we'll look at the stream, because last weekend I cleared off Sunday and you didn't get a chance to see the bottleneck dam working. So I'm going to quickly try and walk down there. I'm in my old civvies, in my work gear. So I've got to get changed pronto. This is all getting washed obviously over the weekend for Monday. But still want to get into my wood gear out of my work gear. Right. Way down here. Yeah, it's just a quick one. I'll be here tonight and tomorrow. Next weekend I'm back in Stevenage Church Farm. So that should be a good one. Be up there with the 9x9 and the log burner. Me and the YL. We'll watch that stuff because it's slippery. Right, a bit more light than we had last time, although we are losing light because it's dark, it's foggy out there. But we have got plenty of water here. That's now been retained. This doesn't dry up at all. It's not seasonal. I hope this is... Ah, look at that. Yeah. Let's go stand in my muddy steps. Bottom one is really boggy. Collected some twigs. So the little dam thing's working. That's good. There's shrimp in there. Well, there was. Well, there is now and then. Yeah, I put a bucket in there one day and pulled out 3 or 4 shrimp just in one scoop. I'm not going to stand here too long. I've got a list of things to do. First thing on the list is get changed. Oh god, it's slippery. And then I've got a mad rush for firewood before I lose light completely. And then try and chop it up, get ready to burn. Because I have got no wood stored. Maybe a handful of very small little logs. Can't remember what I left last time. Back up the top. Got to retrieve the camera. Love how this area is untouched in over a year since I left. Because I had the workhorse here and the decking there, a bit of decking, and I always used to put the hammock up there and park where I'm stood. And yeah, when I got the 12x12, I decided to move camp and just left everything here. That is hammered into the ground anyway, in all honesty. That's really not going anywhere. All 4 legs are hammered into the ground. There's the power cord and wire to tie that together. So, got the 12x12 now. Also, actually no, not also. There's loads of updates about this place, but I don't want to put it on video because there's too many questions in the comments to actually get through. Gonna hammock it right there as normal, I think, although I did actually think about going on different trees, so across there instead of across here like I normally go. But no, need to get changed first. We need to check the wood situation before we run out of daylight and then go around nicking sticks. Right, the lights are still there, or the wires and that, that's good. Table and chairs here. That's the only firewood I've got. Oh, looks like I forgot to take home the jar of Dormio last time. I'll have to take it home tomorrow. So I don't have a lot of wood to burn. Got a little bit of wood to get the fire going. I'm going to use the last, well, I'll probably use 3 of them. Just so glad not only got 4-wheel drive, but I've got tyres to go with it to get in and out of here. And that's how rotten some of the wood is. You see that explode on the way in. Drive over that. That was brought down last time, a couple of weeks ago. Definitely not dry. I need to get it off the ground to dry it. I think it was dead anyway. Can't remember what I brought it down. Oh yeah, it's dead. There was no branches or limbs at the top of it, so I brought it down from just there. and it fell where pretty much where it is. Did kick it, I think it landed here, but I kicked it out of the way so I could get the car in, but I still drive over it. Right, I'm going to get the camera down first. I'm going to get wet. I might as well get wet in my work clothes, get changed, then go and find some firewood. I don't need to check the camera because I know who's been down here today. Nothing's missing, nothing's damaged, but it's always interesting for wildlife. You know, it's been a week, so you never know what wildlife the camera's caught. So I've got the laptop again, and we'll have a bash at that and see what the pictures are like. And we'll catch you in a minute or two. I've just scraped all the leaves off both sides of this because it was completely full of leaves. Well, there's still quite a few on there, but it was caked. And this corner here is where the toilet and kitchen is. Sagged in quite a bit, obviously with the weight of wet leaves, and there was an actual branch on there as well. Same as the other side. We'll go inside and have a better look. Hang on, this is probably, I think it was 30 odd years old, if not older. And that's where we've just been, and it's bone dry. You can see water seeping through the stitching there. It's not dripping. There's a nice spider in that corner. Look at him. But yeah, bone dry this is. And the same on the other side. But I've got a trailer in the way. Let's try and climb over this shit. I mean, there's a few holes here, so there's a drip there dripping in. Cobwebs galore at the back. Again, I'll just use this for storage. And I have a hench spider. Yeah, this is even the up there. Ugh, cobwebs. Bone dry up there, and out here too in the porch. I mean, I've had the 9x9 a while. I've had this in a little while. No water seeping through, just spiders. Absolutely fantastic, this tent. It's brilliant. I can't say enough. However, if I come out here, the 12x12 is going to be sold soon. 12x12 will be up for sale. And we'll leave it as that. Not yet, not for a little while. But yeah, that will be going soon. But if you are looking at buying a 12x12 or 9, any British Army canvas tent, these things are brilliant. This has been left down the woods now for God knows how long. Nearly a year. Yeah, it's December. I bought this in Wales. And what are we in now? October. Only 2 more months and it's a year old. Keeping the 9x9 though. Keeping the 9x9, but selling this thing. It's fantastic. Only because the woods are going. That's what I've not been mentioning on videos recently. The woods have been up for sale for a few weeks. There was a viewing today. the foreign national people that came to look at it said it was a bit dense. Called it dense. How's this dense? Look at all this open space. We've seen here, you can get about 15 or 20 cars parked here. There's a room there for the tent, a room there for probably 2 of the tents. It ain't dense at all, so they pulled out, they want to buy it. Yeah, the woods are for sale. If anyone does want the woods for camping, bug out location, stream. I mean, you've seen the stream, you've seen the water filtration system. Yeah, you can't live here, you can't build here, before anyone asks. The woods are on eBay. They're being sold through someone else because I work full time and ain't got the time to do viewings. Excuse me, it's light. Viewings and emails, and I ain't got the time to deal with all that, so it's being dealt with someone else. So the woods are actually on eBay, which is where I got them from. That phone is bloody heavy. It is great down here. I do love it. I'm always gonna not regret selling it, but yeah, I need the money for something else, so stay tuned for that. It's not the end of camping videos. There's another woodland not far from here I may have use of. But yeah, if anyone does want the woodland, it's on eBay. It's up for 14 grand. Yeah, a little search you will find it. But yeah, that'll lead to bigger, better things. When it's sold. Well, I'm going to miss it. I've put a lot of work into this place, made a lot of videos, well, a few videos. I do like camping, but it's not going to stop me from camping. It's not going to stop me from doing anything. I can't do any radio here without a big antenna, because it's only like 50 foot ASL, 150 foot ASL, and it's in a bit of a dip. And obviously the tree density ruins radio. But yeah, there's a few reasons I'm selling it, but there's more reasons why I'm selling it. You know, there's more pros and cons. All honestly, I do love this place. Looking back at the time I've spent here. But yeah, I want the money for something else. Simple as that. We won't go into details. Other than, I don't know, can we call it I'm moving? Might be moving. If I sell this place, I'm moving from where I am. Staying in the area, same job, blah blah blah. I'll try and keep the car, we'll see. A few things are going, the tent's one of them. The trailer I think's going, that's got a home. But yeah, at the moment, woods, if you want to buy the woods, more than welcome. But the 12x12's going. If you want to do me a deal, I'll leave the 12x12 here. Well, I need to get changed and get some firewood because it's still raining hard. And I've got so much to do, but I really need a coffee first. Right, the camera's been checked, laptop's back away. But yeah, as no one was, well, everyone was nice enough last time not to call me a cheater. Well, I said I was cheating and using the stove to make a coffee. I think I made noodles last time. I'm going to use the gas stove again. Again, I'm short of time. I've just finished work. I've been working all day. I need fluid. Well, I need a coffee. I didn't fill the water container up in the back. It's half full. There's water that's been in there for a week. So while I was at the supermarché, le bottle de water. Yeah, I'm going to cheat and use this again. See that there's water still in here. And God knows what's floating around in there. So we're going to empty that. And then I'm going to Swiss it out. Sorry it's really dark. I'm only running off the LED light. There we go. The LED light above me. Thought I bought sparkling water then. I had to check it. It's the way I was holding it. I started twisting the lid and I heard a hiss. I was like, no, I bought sparkling or something. No, I've got still water. 2 bottles of still water, 17p. You can't argue with that. Just can't argue with that. I have no idea what creepy crawlies linger in this motherfucker. So while I'm doing this, we'll explain the wood thing, because I've been talking about it a lot on my last few videos, but deleting it, editing it out. 1, to keep the videos down because they're always long. 2, because it's too complicated and up in the air and there's a lot going on. But yeah, I want a motorhome. 3 years ago, I wanted a boat or a motorhome to live in, a van. I spoke to a few people, so a few people that follow me on YouTube, mainly Facebook and the radio. We've all had this discussion over the years. And when I was on eBay and I bought these woods, I was actually on eBay looking at 28 and 34 foot yachts. I was going to buy a yacht to live on. And the original story is, while I was on eBay looking at these wonderful yachts, the woods popped up. It said things you may be interested in. And I remember clicking it going, fucking woods, what? Looked at it. All I could think about was, how cool is that? It must be great to own your own woods. And then I bought it. And it has been great owning my own woods. It's been great camping, coming down here. It's been fantastic, you know, being able to do all this sort of stuff on your own bit of land. But that's not what I intended to buy. Got hooked up on something. So yeah, The woods were just one of those eBay buys. We've all bought stuff off eBay by accident. We didn't mean to. We didn't really want it or need it. We just bought it. And the woods is one of those things. And as much as I love having the woods, it's kind of held me back a little bit here and there. But also, they were bought with being prepared in mind. It was also a great way to have a little bit of cash on standby in case I ever needed it. Like if I needed a big cash flow, an injection of cash, I had the option of selling this place, renting it, or something. Can't be asked to dig out a long spoon, so I'm just going to wipe the spoon that's been here next to all these cobwebs for about 6 months. Man, that spoon's been here a long time. Part of the camo, left the catalogue in a spoon here to make it look like, you know, people are here. So yeah, the original plan was to move out of where I am, get a motor home, travel around. I can still do my camping, I can still do my solar and radio. In fact, with a mobile home, living in it, I can do more radio because I can't do radio while I'm at home. I have to keep going up the hill a couple times a week. So why not just park on the hill every night? I build the odd solar box now, like I built a solar box for down here a while ago. So I needed power for drills and stuff down here. But you know, if I rent somewhere, being a radio ham and my wages and the property I can rent, very doubtful I'm going to be able to put a mast up or solar panels on a rented property. So solar and radio is out the question. And if all my money's going on rent, I'll have no money for camping and radios. Perfect timing. I just started hearing that making a noise. Oh, that's warm. Now, did I actually put the sugars in that? I really can't remember if I opened the sugar or not. And I don't want to put more in there. I know, I can remember putting Coffee Mate in there. Okay, let's put some sugar in. I really honestly can't remember if I put sugar in or not. This is either going to be really sweet or fine. That's about one, about two. So, and there's other commitments I have. Well, I've got a lot of travelling and overnight stays and travelling back late. So having a home that's mobile is the perfect answer. And that's what people said to me a few years ago was, if I buy the boat, I can only go up and down the coast, weather permitted. If I buy a van, I can go anywhere, in any direction, in any weather. So I've got OCD when I stir because it's powdered milk. So that aside, coffee made. Yeah, that's why the car may go. We'll try to hold the car on as much as possible because I technically should be able to afford to keep the car living in a mobile home. And I think I can tow it because it's got two eye hooks, so it's small enough and light enough for me to tow. Because I can only go up to 3.5 ton. Anyway, we're getting off subject. This is why I don't like talking about it. So yeah, mobile home, that let me travel around. It'd be like camping every night, but in a mobile home. I'll still have like all this stuff. I'll be living off my mess tins and that. I've got crockery, I've got everything from my old place in storage. So I've got everything to go in there, rock and roll. I've got duvets, got clothes, got my solar stuff to go straight in. I've been collecting batteries. I've got 3 90-amp-hour batteries in there, in the trailer, which were for the trailer. I've got 2 45s in the go box. I've got plenty of batteries, but I'm going to double up on batteries. I'm going to buy all new solar panels. So I've got 2 of these, which are great for camping, but they're not enough to live off. So I'm going to buy like 2 250 watt panels. I'm going to go mental and buy loads of probably like 400 amp hour. What do you call it? Yeah, 400 amp hour batteries. The log burner's too big. I've got a log burner to go in, but I can always buy a smaller log burner. But you know, to be fair, you know, these motorhomes have gas central heating or gas heating. Just buy a gas bottle. I looked at it loads. I'm not making a rash decision. I know what the costs are thanks to YouTube. I know a few people in van life who live in vans. I know the do's and don'ts, and I can't have people tell me don't do this, do this, don't do that, and all that crap, because it's different for everyone. What everyone's needs are. You know, I'm at work all day, so the van mobile home will be charging. All I need is fuel, which I pay fuel every day driving this thing, and places to park. And I drive around for a living every day. I know where the places are to park. I know where to park around here overnight. So that's it. That's out of the way, really. Yeah, when I go away weekends, I can take my home with me instead of having to keep packing this up for work, unloading all my prepping gear, packing all the prepping gear back in here, coming down here. When I go away for the weekend, work out which gear not to take. Because obviously I need my bug out bag and my solar, but then it's got to incorporate for, you know, other people. And it's just, it just makes sense to trade that in, although I'm going to keep it, and have a big, massive 5-berth motorhome with overhead sleep, shower, toilet. And before anyone, this is why I don't want to talk about it. That's too bright. Let me sort this out. Yes, a van build would be great. The original plan was long wheelbase Luton with a tail lift, tailgate, tail lift. Well, I haven't got 6 months to. The phone's getting wet. To convert it. I'd love to convert a van, but it's time. I work 60, 70 hours a week. I want to be in it before Christmas, depending if the wood sell. I haven't got time to go and spend £6 grand on a van and £6 grand. And there's money. Everyone goes, oh, you can do it in a grand. No, I want stuff that works, reliable. The vans I've been looking at, all stamped, habitat check, and years MOT. If I was working part-time, I would definitely go and buy a van and convert it. But I work full-time. I need the van ASAP. I haven't got time to convert a van. I need to be out and about in it, really, with it fully working. See how dark it's getting up there now. It's getting really dark. So that's the waffle about what's going on with the woods. The woods are for sale. I need the money towards a mobile home. If I save, pinch, borrow, beg and steal, or whatever the expression is, I'm not going to get the van that I want. I'm not going to go and buy a 4 or 5 grand camper van. I'm tall, I want to stand up, so I'm going motorhome. I want tap, sink, I want a toilet, I want a shower. I'm not going to join gyms to go and use the fucking shower. I'm not going to go and park up somewhere to take a shit. I want a built-in shower and toilet. Not a lot to ask for. Before people ask, I know people don't have toilets and some people don't have fridges, but it's not just me. There are visitors now and then that come into the motorhome. Plus I work full time, you know, I'm not going to be skimping and saving on water and having showers. I can fill up water from garages, home with friends, family, buy water. I can fill up from work. Yes, there's LPG. This is, see, by mentioning it opens up a massive can of worms where now people are going to be, comments! I'm a keyboard warrior! I'm in no rush. I just want to get in the van. Probably winter time. I saw the fog coming in on the way in here. Now it's getting foggy here. Having a sniff to make sure it's not smoke, but no, it's not smoke, it's definitely fog. It's getting really foggy. I don't know if you can see behind me. So we'll walk up here. Yeah, the fog was just at the edge of the woods, and now the fog is in here. So it's chucking it down, it's foggy, and I'm camping. But that's all good. Let's have a little look. Well, in fact, we'll close my gate. Let's close the gate. Oh, grab that wrong. I need to grab more in the middle of it. But with the travelling I do, it just makes sense. So the hobbies, I can still follow preparedness. You know, I can still do pretty much what I'm doing in the tent down here in the car. I can do that in my home. Ooh, muddy. Still do camping. There's still loads of spots around it to go camping. And as I said, I may have another woodland the same size just at a different location, lined up. Or I might even buy a smaller mobile home and a yacht and live in the yacht at weekends. We don't know, but we are getting them at home. Oh, it is raining, and I'm gonna go drink my coffee. And there you go, you're all up to date, you've been filled in. There we go, done, dusted. Get on in the comments and start giving me stick. Because it saves me freaking editing it out in videos the past few months. Move the Bergen, let's sit down. Alright, so the fires are light. I decided to, oh that's nice and warm. You get this close. My chopping block is normally right there, but I've moved the chopping block in here. I thought there's no point in getting wet. Obviously you can see the line there, it's wet and dry. I've got this tent, put it up with a porch so I can do stuff in the porch under cover, have the space for that. Obviously with light as well, a bit of safety. So yeah, chopped one of the logs up into like kindling. Used a couple of those bits there, that bit of timber, softwood, chopped that into like 3, and then the rest was kindling that I chopped up. It's going well, it's nice and warm, really is nice and warm. And then while the flames were high, I got changed. Got out my civvies, got my 511 boots on. These are the Speed 3 with the zips. I absolutely love these boots. My cheap supermarket combats 511 shirt with hole, and just a lightweight breathable British Army t-shirt there. So I'm all good to go. We're ready to do this camping in the rain, and it's the rain is heavier now than when I first got here. So yeah, I'm going to chainsaw up some of the logs I've got laying around. Got another pile the other side, they're all wet. We have to chop them up and make do. But we call it training. Camping in the rain isn't camping, it's training. But yeah, I think we'll be fine. Little bit of rain, he says it's chucking it down, and it's 11 degrees like it was last week. Maybe that's 12 degrees. Yeah, maybe 12 degrees, which is, yeah, pretty much the same as it was last week. Alright, I'm gonna, I don't know, maybe chop these up, maybe chop that one and that one into small bits. Because it is raining, I need to keep it going, obviously. I can't just pile it with big logs, it will go out. But yeah, wild camping stuff, like I always say, you don't need a big tent. I could be under a basher right now, which was the original plan, but the tent's up, that's why we got it, so I can enjoy and not struggle and suffer. But you can still have a fire. You know, put 2 tarps up, 2 bashers, 2 tarps, one for the fire, one for you. Done it before. Yeah, just keep your firewood dry. That's been there a week or 2. But yeah, you can do it in the rain. It's just preparation. Even if you have to take a bag of kindling from the shop or the garage, you know, do what you need to do to get dry timber, and don't be put off. Was it a few weeks ago I was in the hammock, and someone down the coast was saying on Facebook, oh, it's chucking it down here, the weather says the rain's heading your way, you might want to pack up and go home. It chucked it down that weekend, it chucked it down last weekend, it's chucking it down this weekend, and it's probably going to chuck it down next weekend when I'm away. A little bit of rain, if you've got the right equipment, tarps or tent this big, you know, you might struggle in a little 2-man tent. But it depends if you want to go outside and have a fire. Just make preparations, get organised. Don't be a summer camper. Be an all-season. Some of the other thing was on Facebook, just really irritated me. I've got to turn the light off again because that is really stupidly bright. Someone put on Facebook the other day something about camping season is over. Get the fuck. You don't just camp in the summer. Summer is nasty for camping, let me tell you. In the summer, there's bugs, it's hot, your food goes off. It's horrible in the summer. Winter time is where it's at. Got Dave's wild camping there. Yeah, there's no bugs, it's nice and cool. Stuff's not overgrown. There's no, it's brilliant. This time of year, for me personally, I love it. I can walk around. As long as I don't get soaked through to the skin, which I don't allow myself to do, keep by a fire. You can still cook. Still probably going to get the Yaesu out tonight, and well, sometimes I put a Baofeng handheld on there for music, a little bit of radio. But you can bring a little pocket radio. Get some music going in the background. Bring a book, pack of cards. Bring your DS Switch thing, whatever they're called these days. You know, you can bring your gadgets. Staying warm and dry is easy, and don't be put off because of what people call bad weather. There's no such thing as bad weather. You can camp all year round. It's only cold if you let it get, if you let yourself get cold. If you run around naked in a t-shirt, or naked, you're gonna get cold. I've been in the rain all day at work in a t-shirt. Don't bother me. I'm here now, I'm warm and dry. More comfortable than at work, but I get paid to go to work, so that's alright. They pay me to get wet. But you dry off, your skin's waterproof. But yeah, I just don't like it when people go, oh, it's the winter, camping season's over, or it's raining, or it's snowing. That's a reason to go camping. I travel halfway across the country for snow to go camping. Yeah. Alright, that's my rant over. Fire's on. That is so warm. Just such a small fire. Right, that's how big it is. It's only as big as my boot, squared. And that putting out a lot of heat. Excuse the smoke. Better get the old dustpan out again. Like I said, you just use whatever you got. I've got a 12-watt pump, which is brilliant for this. I've got plates, chopping boards, and you can just frisbee. You can use anything to wax the fire. I only done that to clear some smoke. So you can see, not putting it in the middle, no kettle there, just to the side. But I have been chopping up some more logs for tonight. Gonna just feed it loads of little stuff. It's all different sizes, but roughly, you know, 1 inch or 2 in diameter. And again, that's what I personally think I need to do in the rain tonight, because if I chuck big logs on there, which I might do later, I think the rain will just put them out. There'll be too much wet on the surface area of a larger log. So yeah, we'll just see. We're just going to keep feeding it, really. Have a coffee, little sit down and chill. There's fireworks going off in the distance. Car's just there, facing the correct way. And soda box is ticking away there. See if we can zoom in. 12.7, 12.8. It was on 13 volts when I got here. What have I run the laptop for a little bit. And soon it's going to charge some AA batteries. Usual setup on the tent. Got my crap on the table, spread out as normal. That's the thing when you, the bigger the place, the more you spread out and the more stuff you accumulate. And yeah, it is still chucking it down out there. I don't know if you can hear it on the tent. Let's go and get wet. Sawdust, well, I've been storing up some wood. Sawdust everywhere. I don't know if you can see the raindrops for the smoke. Right, sit down and wait for the kettle to boil. Do some chillaxing. The kettle's still on. I was just sitting there having a cake, listening to the radio. Bit of music in the background. And this time last year, not that the camera's picking it up now, I was at the local bonfire last year. I had a hammock down the bottom of the woods, and I went up and watched the fireworks, and it rained last year too. Just see the glow in the sky there from the fireworks. They've been going off all night in the background, and it must be the finale now because they're going mental. In fact, the sky is red from the bonfire, presumably. Right, I'm going to get back to eating my cake. Got up. Yeah, and it was a year ago. Oh, now they're going off. Can't actually see them from here, just see the sky lighting up. So if you want to see the fireworks, go back a year on my videos, and I videoed and got some photos. God, they're noisy. Don't know why it's not focusing. That sky is lit up out there. Right, well the kettle's boiled. Just took the metal thing off from the kettle because it was bubbling away, and get rid of some of the smoke you can see. I just put this massive log at the front. Just sort of, that's quite dry. It's been in the tent for a while. I keep thinking the fireworks have stopped, but every time I think they stop, they start again. And yeah, I'm going to put another handful of sticks on the coals. So I've got a half decent log at the back, big one at the front there, and then a small contained fire in the middle. Hopefully dry out these logs and they should burn or smoulder for the rest of the night. And a few more little ones in there. Give a bit of a waft with a spade. Not spade, so what is this? Shovel. Oh, that's a shovel. Dustpan, brush, dustpan, that's it. It's a dustpan. Yeah, the rain has been constantly heavy all night, but we managed to keep the fire going. Despite the fireworks. Again, Boris, I hope you're having a cracking time with the family. Right. So yeah, a few more sticks on here. It's a shame I can't stack logs up around the side like I normally do to keep them warm and dry out. They'll just get sodden. Right, time to make a brew. While we have hot water. Woo! Shut up! Look at me making coffee on the gas stove, even the kettle's on it. I've just boiled it on the fire. Fireworks had just stopped. Fuck. I mean, gosh darn, that finale was loud. While I was making this and pouring it, and fireworks were just, they let off like a week's worth of fireworks in 30 seconds. And I watched the clip back earlier, drinking my last coffee. Thought, my god, this tastes like it's a cup of sugar. So I watched the clip back, and yeah, I did put 4 big sugars in my coffee. And I have no idea how people drink coffee or tea with 3 or 5 sugars. I know plenty of people that do. I have no idea how you drink it with that much sugar. That was foul. Absolutely foul. I just have 2 small sugars. Oh, it's gone quiet. Fireworks have finally stopped. Crikey. Wow. Plenty of heat coming from that. Plenty of heat. Right, I can sit down. Hopefully in the peace and quiet now. I had to eat my cake with all that noise going on. Failing that, tradition's tradition. Lots of bonfires. If you're going to them, please be safe, be aware, and stay safe. Right, it's about 10 o'clock now, and the fire has been fine in the rain. There's only minimum drips hitting it, but it is still. I can't really film many raindrops hitting it. It's about 2 foot in front of the tent, but I'm still a bit worried about it getting too wet. I mean, it's burning away fine, as you can see, but the 2 big logs that I split either side of the fireplace for wind and heat reflecting, they're not fixed, so I'm going to raise them on top of the fireplace to help divert the rain slightly. The bottom half of them is bone dry, and they're just the right length and covered in wood lice. Oh, I just got completely smoked out there. Now I'm going to cook wood lice. Yeah, not that one, the other one's covered in wood lice. Absolutely covered in them. Fucking smoke. Ooh. Oh, I love cheating. I'll call it cheating, glamping, bushcraft, camping, whatever you call it. Got myself a double air bed. I'm in the middle of the woods, next to a box with a toilet seat on it, and a transier set, a high lift and a trailer. In a canvas tent, porch, literally feet from the fire. I've got a handful of sticks I want to throw on, kindling, twigs, not much left to burn. But yeah, I'd rather sit here in front of the fire than get soaking wet. It's still chucking it down. No point in putting a hammock up and a basher. Well, literally getting wet for 5 minutes. No point getting wet for 5 minutes to put a hammock up when I could just blow up the double air bed. Well, when the pump can blow up the double air bed. Get my sleeping bag, and that's it. It's honestly, it's not really that comfy. I'm still in a canvas tent porch in the middle of the woods in the rain. But yeah, no, it's this sort of hammock, and I like my hammock, but wet patches, damn this rain, it's chucking it down. And you know, like I said, use what's available, whether it's a hammock, flat bed, camp bed, folding bed. Right, I'll catch you a lot tomorrow when I've yeah, I'm not camping, I'm testing. That's what they're saying. It they always say I'm testing out new gear. Right, catch you in the morning when I've tested out this comfy double air bed and a sleeping bag.